Hello everybody and welcome to the GMS Magazine channel. I am Paco Garcia, your host, and today I bring you the unboxing game of a game that came out from Horrible Games, now called Horrible Guild, even if there is absolutely nothing horrible about them because they are just lovely people, they really are, and they make lovely games. Today we have a game called Dragon Castle, fairly inspired in the game of Mahjong, the traditional game that I have never, ever been able to learn how to play properly. This is a variation and it promises a lot and I have high hopes for it. But before we get into whether the game plays well or not, we need to find out if this game is worth the amount of money that you have to pay to get your hands on it. Let's find out. Welcome to the GMS Magazine unboxing videos. Let's game. With a ton of components, and I mean a ton of components because this game is really heavy already. This game promises an awful lot, and I have to say that the cover itself is enough to captivate me. It's an extremely simple cover, so beautifully designed, so absolutely evocative and gorgeous that I could possibly have this on my wall anytime at all. Back, it gives us a very tantalizing glimpse of what the inside artwork and the pieces are going to be like. It comes in 3 different languages, which is very good because it means that the game is going to be simple enough that it can be published for multiple language in one single box, which is good for everyone. And I just cannot wait to get inside it. So let's take a proper look. Okay, the box is laminated, so this means it's going to be well protected against dust and whatever. It's a normal box. I wish it were a little bit thicker because this is very heavy. And in fact, in transportation from Essen, the box at the bottom got a little bit come, so you cannot put an awful lot of weight on this box. It will get damaged. Be careful. It should have been a little bit thicker, but nothing intrinsically wrong with it. I mean, it's not cereal box thin. It should be a little bit thicker. We have 1, 2, and 3 rule books, and we're going to go for the English one, even though we also have in Italian and in German. Yes, put this there. Right, the rulebook already looks lovely with a really nice, absolutely well laid out, beautiful artwork. Absolutely beautiful artwork of all the components, which is great. What seems to be a fairly simple setup with just 7 steps, which is very nice. The explanations to how to build a dragon castle, and that chameleon is just making me fall in love with it. That is so good. And then the explanation of the game, which doesn't really feel that much. I have to say, this feels a fairly simple game with loads of examples, and then the speak out power-ups. Okay, so this game is a lot simpler than the rulebook would make you think it is, given its size and number of pages. So that's starting very well. Then we get the play card, the cardboard playing mats, and we have 2 of them, 2-sided. The one thing I have to say about them, though, I wish these are going to be an awful lot of use. So this should have been cardboard and not just a little bit of card. And at the very least, they should be also laminated, because the cheats, the plastic cheats, are going to be put on top of it, so they could be damaged with heavy use quite a lot. You could, of course, get one of these neoprene play mats, which I got at the show, and it's a lot better. I don't know if they are on sale. I don't know if you can still get them, but if you can, definitely get your hands on one of these. If you cannot, definitely laminate these, because they are going to be seeing an awful lot of work on it. Then we get a cardboard sprue with some cheats and our first player, which is beautiful. I mean, that illustration is just absolutely lovely. Very, very nice indeed. And the graphic design in these cheats, it just looks so good. So we have 1, 3 and 5, but it feels very good. And then we have a dragon, which immediately with the number 2, which immediately I fall in love with, because it's a dragon and I have a thing for dragons. So that's it. We get 4 player boards, each more beautiful than the last. Again, these are card, maybe 300 grams card, something like that. These will need laminating as well, because otherwise, again, you're going to be putting all the cheats on top of it and it could be damaging. I love that they have on the one side the play layout with the grid for all the pieces, and on the other you just have the illustrations, which are absolutely lovely and charming. Really, really nice indeed. Loving that. Absolutely loving that. And inside we get a cardboard insert. I don't know how useful this is going to be, because it bends fairly easily, unfortunately. A deck of cards that we're going to open. Let me put that aside. Not extra baggy. Let's open the cards, assuming it's very easy to open. Oh yeah. Well done. The cards are actually quite thick. They're not laminated, but they're quite thick, which is very good. Sleeve them, because otherwise any finger with crisp or chip or something like that, oil in it, will be staining it. But what do we have here? We have two-sided. I don't know exactly what this means, but everything seems to be very clearly marked and labeled, which is nice. These are reference cards, evidently, because there are 4 of them. And then we have, I don't care what's on the other side of these cards. Okay, I'm just going to look at the illustrations because they are so cool. So utterly cool. Oh my god, what was that? Oh, look at that peacock. Oh, the octopus. Oh, heavens. These are the rand chameleon. Oh, look at the tiger. My god. These are just so amazing. These are absolutely amazing. But what's on the other side? Of course I'm going to show you what's on the other side. Come on, you should know me by now. Right, so we see what these cards allow you to do. This is interesting. Okay, I'm sure this means something when you start to play the game. Right now, they don't mean much, but that is fine. Shrines. We got shrines. We got loads of plastic shrines. which I should have taken a look at this after taking a look at the pieces, because these are meant to be going on the pieces. So let me put these aside for the time being, and let's take a look at all these pieces that they've had the common sense to actually put it in. No, oh, I will not stop doing that. Ooh, these feel nice. For starters, they have been carved, not painted, which, I mean, obviously they have also been painted, but that means that they're going to last a very, very long time when you use them. And even the blank side, they've had the detail of making a little bit of an ornament in there, which I don't know if the camera can see very well. But these look absolutely mega gorgeous. Super gorgeous. I mean, the ones with the dragons are just absolutely delightful. Very cool. Very cool indeed. It's a very satisfying noise, a very satisfying clink when you put them together. That is lovely, and there are like a background of them going on, which is very good. And as I was saying, these shrines are meant to be on top of them at some point during the game, because you're meant to be creating these little shrines on these pieces. So there aren't a very large number of different components to this game. There's just 1, 2, 3 with the cards and just a few cardboard sheets, and that's it. And yet there are so many of these things, so many of the shrines, that if this game delivers on what promises to deliver in terms of having a fun Mahjong-like experience, I think the production of this is absolutely brilliant. Really, really well done, which is something that Horrible Guild has had that's accustomed to. So yes, definitely the seal of approval. This game is indeed worth the amount of money that you have to pay to get your hands on it. Well done, Mr. Horribles. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and please remember to subscribe to this channel. Click on the little bell button so you can get notifications when we upload more videos, and above all, leave me your comments down there. So what do you think about Dragon Castle? Have you played it? Did you enjoy it? And until the next time, thank you once again for being there. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.